And what did LeBron do? He missed the first, what was it, month and a half? Yeah, 14 games. And he was just saying, screw you, I'm not going to play for a while. That's what sciatica, my ass.
LeBron can affect the game like nobody has ever done. And so when he's not playing defense to this caliber, and it's blaring, the eye in the sky don't lie.
Skip Bayless and Rashad McCants just struck a spark and threw it directly into the LeBron James debate. And whether you ride with LeBron or can't stand him, this discussion reveals something fans have been sidestepping for years. This isn't about hate. This isn't about age. This is about responsibility, effort, leadership, and the uncomfortable reality that when the so-called greatest player ever checks out defensively, the whole team crumbles with him. He can control both ends, but when he disengages, man, the team looks terrible. So let me ask you this. If LeBron James can still dominate on offense and defense, should his age really excuse poor defensive effort, or are we shifting the goalposts just to protect his legacy? Drop your thoughts in the comments and let's talk real basketball.
He's unstoppable on both sides. But when he's disengaged, bro, our team looks dismal.
LeBron James missed 14 games earlier in the season, about a month and a half. The reason given was sciatica, a real injury, no debate there. People deal with it every day. But here's where the doubt starts creeping in. When LeBron returned, what did we actually see? Did we see someone gradually working back into full effort, or did we see someone saying, I'll give you offense, but defense is optional? Because that's where the frustration begins. You don't get to play only half the game when you're earning over $50 million a year.
He's year 23, and the Los Angeles Lakers did not want him back. They shamed him and dared him to go into free agency and end it somewhere else. And remember, he would show up in the Clippers facility working out, and he went up to Cleveland and worked out like, I'm going to go here. I'm going to end it in Cleveland. I dare you back. I dare you back. And they said, no, we will not extend you.
Skip Bayless tried, briefly, to give LeBron some grace. He mentioned the age. Year 23, nearly 41 years old. The crown is heavy. The mileage is real. But even Skip couldn't stay there long because the tape doesn't lie. The eye in the sky tells the truth. When LeBron is locked in, fully engaged, playing with urgency, he's still a force on both ends of the floor. We've seen it. We have the clips. We have the proof. And that's exactly why the excuses fall apart when he chooses not to bring it every night.
You got us by the ball because you got that option, and it's your option, and if you exercise it, we're stuck with you.
Right. No trade clause.
Yeah, no trade. And what did LeBron do? He missed the first, what was it, month and a half? Yeah, 14 games. And he was just saying, screw you, I'm not going to play for a while. That's what sciatica, my ass. You know, like
sciatica, though. The sciatica.
Literally, sciatica.
Yeah.
Rashad McCants wasn't interested in soft explanations. He went straight to the point. If you sign the deal, you respect the deal. It doesn't matter if you're 21, 31, or 41. Availability plus effort is the job. If the Lakers are getting cooked on defense, LeBron James is part of that issue. Not the entire issue, but a huge part of it. When someone drives the lane and LeBron doesn't slide over, doesn't contest, doesn't even act like he's challenging the shot, that sends a message louder than any locker room speech ever could. And the message is simple. If he doesn't care, why should anyone else?
So he comes back and he says, screw you, I'll play offense, but I won't play any defense.
100%, Skip.
That's
Go
what he's
there.
saying.
Are you going to cook him then?
Well, and so he's playing a career low 33 minutes a game. And by the way, speaking of 33, last night he was an all-time Laker low for him. Since he's been with the Lakers, he was a minus 33. That was the third worst of his career.
That's where things get dangerous for the Lakers. LeBron is the tone setter. Always has been. Teammates watch him. Young players copy him. Veterans follow his lead. So when LeBron takes plays off, when he stands flat-footed in no man's land and looks around afterward like it was someone else's fault, that laziness spreads. Luka sees it, Austin Reeves sees it, the role players see it, and suddenly the whole team is defending like it's optional instead of mandatory.
I feel sorry for him in this situation because it just feels wrong, and it was wrong from the start. Yeah. So here he is, and he won't play defense, and his podcast partner is not going to call him out because he loves him, and he got the job because of him, like you said. So this is a mess, man.
Skip brought up something else nobody really wants to address. The Lakers didn't exactly want LeBron back. They dared him to test free agency. They didn't extend him early. They didn't roll out the red carpet. LeBron was working out at the Clippers facility. He flirted with Cleveland. He made it clear he wanted leverage. And when he opted in, he didn't just opt in as a player. He opted in with a no-trade clause, completely handcuffing the franchise.
You're paying this 41-year-old, $52 million, should he give us more effort? You're not going to say that in the conversation because there's no other 41-year-olds that was doing this with his age. We get that. There's no other 40-year-olds that's ever in history been doing what LeBron James does. So at what point does he have to stop tricking us as if he can't do this at the highest level still?
That's where the hostage discussion comes from, because once you opt in, once you take that $52 million, once you lock yourself into that roster spot, the team is trapped. They can't move you. They can't properly reshape the roster. They can't open cap space. And yet, with all that power, LeBron still chooses when he wants to fully compete. That's what Rashad called out, and he wasn't wrong. Then there's the 14-game absence, officially sciatica, supposedly a legitimate injury. But the timing, the context, and the body language raise questions. Did LeBron need time to heal, or did he need a break because things weren't going his way? Even if the injury is real, and it probably is, LeBron has built a reputation for controlling narratives. So fans are allowed to question things when the effort doesn't match the paycheck after he returns. What makes this worse is that LeBron clearly still has it. That's the most damning part. He hasn't lost the step. He hasn't lost the skill. He hasn't lost the burst when he wants it. We see flashes of vintage LeBron constantly. A powerful drive here, a chase down block there, a clutch three when the moment demands it, and that tells you everything. This isn't about ability. This is about choice. And that's why the GOAT debate always comes back to effort. Michael Jordan loved accountability. He demanded it. He enforced it. He lived it. If he wasn't defending, nobody else was allowed to slack. That standard never changed. Not in year 2. Not in year 10. Not in year 15. With LeBron, the standard keeps moving. At 30, it was championships. At 35, it was longevity. At 40, it's just being present. But the paycheck never drops along with the expectations. That contradiction is what fans are sick of. Now let's talk locker room dynamics, because Skip mentioned something uncomfortable but real. Luka and Austin Reeves have connected. They play off each other. They feed off each other. There's chemistry there. And LeBron, for the first time in his career, looks like the third option. He's standing in the corner. He's waiting for touches. He's watching relationships form that don't revolve around him. And whether people admit it or not, that impacts engagement. This is exactly what happened with Russell Westbrook. LeBron wanted him. Then once he had him, he distanced himself. Westbrook got isolated, exiled, labeled the problem. Now the roles are flipped, and LeBron doesn't like how it feels. The irony is heavy, and the basketball gods have a sense of humor. Austin Reeves wants to get paid. Luka wants to establish himself as the face of the franchise, and LeBron's $52 million contract sits there like a wall. Nobody will say it publicly, but everyone understands the math. That money has to come from somewhere. And if LeBron stays, flexibility vanishes. That creates quiet resentment, even if respect stays on the surface. Skip even went further and pulled Luka into the criticism. Overrated, high usage, turnovers, poor shooting from three, defensive lapses. He didn't let Luka off the hook either. And that matters because leadership isn't just talent. It's tone setting. Luka may be younger, but LeBron is still the highest paid player, still the loudest voice, still the standard bearer whether he likes it or not. And when Rashad said it plainly, it hit hard. If the leader doesn't lead defensively, you're not winning. Period. Basketball doesn't work any other way. You can score all you want. You can pad stats. You can look great in the box score, but if the best player isn't committed on defense, the whole structure collapses. That's why the "he's 41" excuse doesn't work. Nobody is asking LeBron to be the league's best defender. Nobody is asking for 48 minutes of lockdown defense. They're asking for effort, communication, rotations, help defense, competing, things that don't disappear with age, things tied to pride, not athleticism. If LeBron wants to stay in the GOAT debate, the bar stays high. You don't get Jordan-level respect while operating on a different standard. You don't cash a $52 million check and then tell fans to lower expectations. That's not how greatness works. Greatness is demanding, uncomfortable, relentless. Rashad made it clear. Move the goalposts if you want, but don't be shocked when people call it out. If LeBron wants grace, he has to remove himself from the GOAT discussion. Say it publicly. Say Jordan was better. Say the standards no longer apply. And if he does that, fine, expectations change. But as long as the crown stays on his head, the weight comes with it. At the end of the day, this isn't about hate. It's about honesty. Skip Biss didn't go easy. Rashad McCants didn't sugarcoat it. And the reason this clip hit so hard is because it matches what fans see every night. LeBron can still dominate. He just doesn't always choose to. And when he doesn't, the Lakers pay for it. So the question is simple. If LeBron James is still capable of greatness on both ends, why does he only show it in flashes? Is it strategy? Ego? Self-preservation? Or something else entirely? Until that's answered, this debate isn't going anywhere. And neither is the criticism. In the end, it all comes down to one thing. Standards. When you put yourself in the GOAT conversation, when your camp pushes the idea that you're better than Jordan, the rules don't change because time passes. You don't collect $52 million and then ask fans to be patient when defensive effort disappears. Greatness has always been about setting the tone. And right now, LeBron James isn't setting the right one. What makes it harder to ignore is we've already seen the proof. We've seen LeBron lock in. We've seen him rotate, communicate, and take over defensively when it matters to him. That's why fans are frustrated. It's not about what he can't do anymore. It's about what he refuses to do consistently. And when the best player picks and chooses, the rest of the team copies that same lazy blueprint. Now I want to hear from you. Are Skip Bayless and Rashad McCants keeping it real, or are they going too far? Is LeBron James still deserving of GOAT-level expectations, or should the standards finally change at this stage of his career? Drop your opinion in the comments. Hit like if you appreciate honest basketball talk and subscribe if you want more unfiltered NBA conversations like this.